Thank you. They asked me to come here and read some poetry. So here's some of my poetry. This first one is called Star-Crossed. Star-crossed. She waits, but for how long? Out in the Lime VW, top down, wind punching at 120, accelerator to the floor, German horses kicking to life, 140, 160, 180, driven by desire, the desperate need when longing in the soul erupts, eternity locked in love's curves, finally realizing that cosmic connection, spirits in unison, once in a lifetime, or possibly never. Curve approaches, brakes lock, deafening squeals, the mind recoiling in horror, muscles tense, rigid fear, and a sickening, weightless feeling of flying before a fatal plunge. She waited all night. Thank you. Glass on the edge of oblivion. Storming out the door, a slamming jar of pressure rocking the house, a glass falling from the edge of a table. Falling through a brief moment of eternity, smashing into minuscule fragments spread across the linoleum landscape. For a heartbeat, every piece is visible and then lost. Oblivion. Once again, standing up from my chair, moving to the closet, grabbing the broom, sweeping up a million jagged shards of dreams, hoping a glass will reappear, and with it, her. Memories. So many little bits of gravel, bouncing, jumping, and popping, in the bed of a 1968 Chevy pickup, driving down some long-lost abandoned dirt roadway. Little bits which fall between the grooves that cannot be scooped out with a shovel. If only my memory was a clean and organized file cabinet, with labels and file folders and locks. With a key I could pick and choose which memory to open and when, which to leave closed in the dark recesses like unwanted tax forms. But instead I have little bits of gravel, chaotic and random. Little sharp ones, clear ones, some smooth, others a dull gray hue, jumping, bouncing, and popping, occasionally poking me in the eye with another thought of you. Little old Korean lady, body bent at a perfect 90-degree angle, bowed legs, feet pointing in opposite directions, north and south. Withered, wrinkled skin draped off a sun-darkened face, the etchings of hard work and wisdom. Next to you she stood, tall, slender, cream-like skin and vacuous smile, Calvin Klein jeans, talking to her precious cell phone, youthful eyes staring past you, who elder, Korea's past, kimchi on a table. She will never look like you. She is the new generation, always young, bold, wealthy, modern. She will never plant strawberries and cabbage in spring, or tend the rice paddies, wading through knee-deep water, never bend over to collect the harvest of Chuseok. Her body will not bend, her legs will not bow, and the character of 70 summers will not be drawn upon her face. She will not become like you, wise and beautiful. Yeah, thanks. This one's a very short one. It's called Forgetting. Forgetting, cascading thought flowing into waterfalls of ideas, dissipating in a river of knowledge called wisdom or abyss. The trumpet. In early afternoons he frees me from prison to hang together, experimenting with riffs and blasts and toots and squeaks and wails that tear the yellow fabric of afternoon into evening red hum. We walked down the streets of Harlem to the Cotton Club, filled with dank cigar smoke and the stink of stale beer and the acid burn of bourbon, The stage is white hot under electric burn of spotlights, and the piano hails good evening to the drums, the bass, the saxophone, and me. The roof is torn off the place as we grind our sounds, our random sounds, our blaring sounds, our tumultuous sounds into jazz.